I'm going to assume most of you watching conceal carry just like I do. But what if you're threatened and can't draw out your firearm? Not for physical reasons, rather for legal ones. So in this video, I'm going to explain and show you why pepper spray is a necessity if you conceal carry, and especially recommended if you don't. If you want to be equipped to protect yourself and your loved ones, subscribe to Modern Maccabee down below. Now let's dive into the video. Picture this, you just bought groceries and you're heading back to your vehicle when this large person comes out of nowhere, he's stronger than you, and starts threatening you. He has no weapons on his person. At the same time, you cannot enter your vehicle and get away from the situation. Drawing your firearm in this situation could end up with you in a large legal battle. Even just showing your firearm to him, there's other eyewitnesses, could be a horrible situation where you'll need to justify those actions. So what can you do? This is where pepper spray is the equalizer. It's much easier to defend yourself in court if you get to that situation with something like this, as it is a non-lethal device. In New Jersey, you can only use a firearm if you face serious bodily harm, rape, or kidnapping. So pepper spray gives you that legal, non-lethal equalizer. Another sucky thing about New Jersey is all of the no-gun zones that we officially have just because of Governor Murphy and recent laws that have passed. That includes parks, schools, many businesses. So effectively, you can't carry your firearm in those situations and places. And because of that, you want to have something to protect yourself with. And I definitely recommend pepper spray as that option. After growing up in New York City and moving out to New Jersey, I have tested a few brands of pepper spray, and I can honestly say that POM Industries is going to make amazing product. And I'm happy to say that this video is also sponsored by POM Industries. So here's a few reasons why I love POM Industries. Number one is it's very easy to check the expiration date. All you have to do is open up the capsule and just check it. It's on the bottom of the can right over there. Super, super easy to actually just check anytime, anywhere. You don't have to look up your Amazon purchase order to see exactly when did I buy it, how long is left, I don't know how much is left from the manufacturer. You don't have to play any of these math games with this. Now, because these halves are separable, I can go ahead and put the clip, which sits in my pocket very, very firm and nicely, any position I want. So if I wanted to go ahead and put the clip facing the back, I can do so. If I wanted it facing the front, I can do that as well, which is personally how I have it. This way the nozzle is always facing away from me. And if I pull it out of my pocket, all I have to do is put my thumb right on it. It goes very, very swiftly. Now, the other cool part about this is the tactical flip top. So over here, one-handed activation very, very easily. There's no twisting or turning to the side. All you gotta do is literally put your thumb underneath this. Now, it's also great because you can do, of course, your pointer finger, but I like this and doing it with the thumb, especially because it still gives you knuckles. It still gives you the ability to, let's say, grab something else. It's a very easy operation. You can literally hold it with two hands and make it work, which is fantastic compared to other things where now you're using your palm. Effectively, you have to use your entire hand to do so with your pointer, but with this, it's very easy to actuate with your thumb. POM Industries was also kind enough to send some testers. So as you can see here, this is gonna show the actual range of 12 feet, which is a fair amount of distance for such a little can of what this is actually able to do. And it can do a nice stream, just like that. That is hitting literally my back wall of this room. Sorry for suddenly cutting to my crotch, but basically I wanna show my personal carry method for my pepper spray. So as you can see here, I have my firearm sticking out a little bit just so you guys see that. It is printing right over here, as you saw in the intro. And then I have my tactical flashlight inside of my pocket. This is where it always sits. And then over here, I have the pepper spray. So they're both next to each other, but because of the size difference, I never have an issue finding the one I'm looking for. You can see the tactical flashlight sticks up a little bit, and then this one is right over here. So if I need to get a really good purchase, I can simply put my thumb in my pocket and grab it, and it comes out very, very swiftly. Now that clip also is fairly solid. Recently I wore this with a suit at a wedding, danced, had no issue. Clip didn't go anywhere, and neither did the pepper spray, so that's fantastic. Now, how I actually pull this out, very, very simple. I'm going to grab it with as much purchase as possible, give it a nice flip, and then I'm going to rotate it and immediately get my thumb on top of the canister, as you can see here. Now, what you can do is in one free motion while you're pulling it out, use that tactical cap. So again, it's sudden pull and you're on that cap. Very, very quick and easy, especially if you train this method or similar, right? You can, of course, twist the clip on the other end, and if you're more comfortable that way, you can do this, flip it around, and then use the cap. Now, some tips and advice that I want to show you guys. Number one is you should train with your pepper spray. Even if you don't want to train with the real stuff because it's expensive, POM Industries makes these inert cans. So basically fake pepper spray without the clip, but just for testing purposes. So you can see the range, you can feel essentially the push down release because it's heavier than you would think. And I definitely recommend getting at least one of these for practicing at least twice a year or something like that, so your muscle memory will be proficient if you ever need to use this, especially if you're in New Jersey or New York, where you're probably carrying this more than you typically would in other states. Now, no recoil also means that you can hip fire this very, very easily. So even from the immediate draw, just a nice quick spritz and you're good to go, which is really awesome. You hardly have to aim also because of the stream that comes from these, right? You can do a nice short burst. Oh, I'm a little off, and then immediately move to the side and do it again, do it again. Do whatever you have to do to make this work for you. And if pocket carry isn't your style, they do make running gloves and other accessories, not just from POM, but from other manufacturers as well. You can probably find them on Amazon. And effectively, you can carry your pepper spray inside of a glove or inside of a specific pocket if that's more your style. I also keep the larger MK3 model in my car. It sits right in the cup holder, and it is solid, easily able to be accessible while also not being mistaken for anything else. So really good tip there to have something in your vehicle at all times, preferably even the larger can, just in case you do need it, especially with that extended range that that model comes with. Another thing I love about the MK3 larger model is all you have to do to actuate it is just push your thumb forward. You don't actually have to flip over the safety cap just because of the design in order to fire it. Now, if you found any of those particular tips helpful, I want you to smash that like button down below. And if you're a concealed carrier and you don't carry pepper spray, what do you rely on for less lethal defense if you were to need it? So now you know pepper spray isn't just a backup defensive option, but rather it's an essential to have, especially if you conceal carry for those situations where you cannot draw your firearm. If you want to protect yourself and your family, subscribe down below to Modern Maccabee. We're hoping to have some more awesome videos you're going to enjoy in the near future. So like and subscribe, comment any questions you have, and I hope to see you in the next video.